All right, let's talk about AI. Right now, the AI world is basically split in two. You've got the huge, expensive, lockdown systems on one side, but on the other, something amazing is happening, a full-blown revolution. Today, we're going to break down the absolute best free open-source AI models that you can grab and use right now.
So, let's dive right in. To really get what's going on, you gotta understand that there are two completely different philosophies when it comes to building AI today.
And this slide just nails it. On one side, you have proprietary AI, which is kind of like a walled garden. You pay your subscription fee, but you can't see inside the box, and you definitely don't have much control. But then you've got open source AI, which is more like an open playground. It's free, you can see exactly how it works, and you have total freedom to build whatever you can dream up.
Okay, so what is it that makes this open source movement so powerful? I mean, it's not just that it's free, right? It's way, way bigger than that. It's a totally different way of thinking about progress. Here's the deal. Open source gives you the keys to the car. You get full control. You can take a model and train it on your own private data to make it perfect for you. You save a ton of money because you're not paying crazy subscription fees. And it's transparent. Anyone can look under the hood to check for problems, which builds a lot of trust. But honestly, the biggest thing? Innovation. When the entire world can work on something together, progress happens at lightning speed.
All right, enough theory. Let's get to the good stuff. Who are the heavy hitters? Let's meet the titans of open source AI. You're definitely going to want to know these names.
First up, the one and only Llama 3 from Meta. This model is an absolute powerhouse. Ever since it dropped, it's kind of been the one everyone else is trying to beat. It's big, it's powerful, and it can do just about anything.
Now check out that key feature, a 128,000 token context window. What on earth does that mean? Well, think of it like this. It can read an entire novel in one sitting and then have a detailed conversation with you about it. It's incredible for things like summarizing huge reports or writing a screenplay. Plus, its license makes it free for pretty much any project you can think of.
Next, we've got to talk about Mistral AI. This company basically came out of nowhere and just blew everyone away. Their whole thing is getting insane performance out of models that are surprisingly small and efficient.
And this is why Mistral is such a game changer. Their models are so darn efficient that they can run on your actual devices. I'm talking your laptop, maybe even your phone, not on some massive server farm in the cloud. That's a huge deal for privacy, because your data never has to leave your machine. And that super friendly Apache 2.0 license, that's just the cherry on top.
And just to put this all in perspective, take a look at this chart. The context windows on these top models are just mind-boggling. Both Llama 3 and Mistral's best can handle a whopping 128,000 tokens at once. I mean, that much processing power was basically science fiction for open source models just a little while ago.
But you know, it's not always about having the biggest, most powerful model. Some of the coolest stuff happening in open source is with specialist models that are absolute pros at one or two specific things.
And a perfect example of that is Falcon 3. This model comes from the Technology Innovation Institute in the UAE, and it's built a fantastic reputation for being amazing with different languages and for being a really solid reasoner.
So yeah, Falcon 3 can do a bit of everything, but it really shines with technical stuff. If you need an AI to help you with scientific research, complex coding, or some heavy-duty math, Falcon is an absolute go-to. It's a perfect example of a specialist model done right.
And you didn't think Google was going to just sit this one out, did you? Of course not. Their legendary research lab DeepMind has jumped into the ring with Gemma 2, and they brought all their heavyweight research power with them.
So what's the big deal with Gemma? Well, its biggest strength is its foundation. It's built using the same world-class tech behind Google's own private models. That makes it super powerful and really reliable if you're building things like chatbots or tools that need to answer questions accurately.
And let's not forget the Quen series from Alibaba. These models are engineered from the ground up to be masters of complex, structured data.
What makes Quen really stand out is its knack for structure. So if you need an AI that can output data in a perfect format, like clean JSON for your app, or if you need it to do some serious number crunching, Quen is an incredible choice. It's built for those really data-intensive jobs.
Okay, so you've met the major players, but knowing who they are is one thing. Actually using them is another. And I've got good news. It has never, ever been easier to get started.
Seriously, it's basically a three-step process. First, you head over to a place like Hugging Face. Think of it as a giant app store for AI models and find one you like. Second, Use a super simple tool like Ollama to download it and run it right on your own computer. And third, you can start building amazing things with it using frameworks like LangChain. The barrier to entry? It's gone.
So where is this all going? What does it actually mean for the world when this kind of technology is available to anyone, anywhere, for free?
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. This whole thing isn't just a change in technology, it's a change in who holds the power. It's about democratizing AI, taking it from the hands of a few giant corporations and giving it to creators, researchers, and builders all over the world.
And that right there is the most exciting part of all. These incredible tools are no longer locked away in some expensive, secret lab. They're here. They're free. They're waiting for you. The only limit now is your own imagination. So the real question is, what are you gonna create?